What's up, everybody, and welcome to Tino's Time Wrestling. I'll be honest, people. We'll start it off with the truth. I didn't think I was doing this podcast this week. I thought it was next week. I thought the Fyter Fest started next week. I didn't think it was this week. I thought night one, week one, whatever they're calling it. I thought that was next week. But here we are. Your boy Tino ain't going to miss it. So welcome, everybody, to Tino's Time Wrestling AEW Fyter Fest preview show. We're going to go over everything that's going to go down in week one. This Friday on Rampage, breaking news here on Tino's Time. We'll be staying an extra hour on Friday night for Fyter Fest Rampage. So make sure to come and stay that extra hour with your boy Tino on Friday night after SmackDown. And then next week, we have Fyter Fest night 2, week 2, and we have one hell of a main event for that night. We don't have any other matches announced as of now, as of this recording for next week. So make sure to keep an eye out on all of AEW social medias. My social medias, Tino's Time Wrestling, at Tino's Time 1996 to see what other matches are added. So in this show, we're going to go over all the matches that have been announced, and there are a lot. So let's not waste any more time, and let's get into all the matches that are going to go down the next 2 weeks at AEW Fyter Fest 2022. And the first match that we're going to talk about on the card, it's going to be Anna Jay versus Serena Deeb. And these two women, I really enjoy both of them. Serena Deeb, you remember her when she shaved her head, and she went on to win championships. She's been in AEW. She's been doing her thing. Anna Jay was part of the Dark Order and everything. Jungle Boy's one lucky dude. And, I really enjoyed what Anna Jay does in the ring. That's just how I feel about it. But I think that these two women could put on a great show to start off this pay-per-view, this 2-weekend event, this special, whatever they want to call it. So in the end, though, I'm going to take Anna Jay to win in this match. Serena Deeb very well might win this match, but I want to take my girl Anna Jay to pick up the win and win this match in the opener of this 2-week event. And we'll have to see what happens, but I'm going to take my girl Anna Jay. The next match we're going to talk about Claudio, Cesaro, Claudio, welcome to AEW, versus Jack Swagger versus Jake Hager. We got the real Americans going up against each other, everybody. And where's Zeb Coulter at? That's all we need. We just need our man Zeb Coulter back. But Claudio and Jake Hager are going to put on an absolute banger of a match, I think. I think this will be a great match. Either way, when it starts, wherever it is on the card, those two are great in the ring. And, in the end, I'm going to take Claudio to win this match. I think he's going to go on to beat Jake Hager. And we'll have to see what happens. But, the only way Jake will win, I feel like, is if the JAS gets involved and Jericho helps, Sammy, maybe. Who knows? But I'm going to take Claudio to win that match. The next match that we're going to talk about on the card, we're actually not going to talk a match. We'll take a stop for the minute from the matches. Let's talk about how we're going to hear from Christian Cage. Christian Cage made some very bad comments about our guy, Jeff Hardy, last week. He was making some rude comments to Matt. He was, I thought we were going to see the TLC collide last week with Matt and Christian in the ring. We all know what happened back in the day with the TLC matches between the Hardys and Edge and Christian. But, I kind of like this side of Christian. I really enjoy it. And, he's just a better heel than he is a bad guy, or than he is a good guy. We remember what he did at SummerSlam in that rivalry that he had with Randy Orton. He was like, one more match. And he thought he was all this and that. And I really enjoyed that, Christian. So it should be real interesting to see what he has to say. But Luchasaurus has a match, and we don't know who the heck it's going to be. So, could it be somebody new? Could we see another debut? Could we see, this and that? Honestly, people, I have no idea who it could be. We could say it's Johnny Gargano, but we've seen that Johnny Gargano has said that he didn't resign with WWE because he wanted to be a father. And, nobody can blame him for that. Being a father is one of the best things in the world. I wouldn't know, but I have a few friends that are, and, I understand. So I don't know if it's going to be him. I don't know. I can't really think of anybody else. maybe Bray Wyatt, maybe, but who knows anymore. People think WWE the vignettes the last few weeks on Raw have been Bray Wyatt, and maybe he's coming back, but I think it's Edge, and maybe they said Bray Wyatt's coming back with Edge. I don't know. That's a whole different type of podcast we could do. Maybe that'll be one of the episodes of Tino Shorts. We'll have to see. Make sure to keep an eye out for that. We're going to come out with the first topic on Friday before SmackDown. Make sure to keep an eye out for that. But enough about that, and let's not talk about that. So whoever Luchasaurus does face in this match, we'll have to see. Maybe it will just be somebody random, and we'll find out on Wednesday. Or tonight, we'll find out, I should say. Tonight on the first night. So I don't know. Either way, I think Luchasaurus is going to win. Christian is going to help, and, we'll have to see what happens. So I think that's how that match is going to go. And, we'll have to see who the mystery opponent is. But after that match, let's talk about the AEW TNT Championship match between Wardlow and Orange Cassidy, freshly squeezed. He's going up against Wardlow. He wants that AEW TNT Championship. And, Wardlow took it away from Scorpio Sky. And I talked about it a little bit on one of my live streams, so how I just didn't understand and what was the point of it. And, why were we giving Scorpio the title just for him to get smashed by Wardlow? And, yes, I understand we're trying to help Wardlow, but, there's a lot of things that go on in the wrestling world, the IWC community, I don't know. But in this match, I want to take Orange Cassidy to win, but I just don't think it's going to happen. So I'm going to be the smart one, and I'll take the smart pick, and I'll make sure that I go with Wardlow on this. So hopefully your boy Tino gets a prediction. But maybe this is a swerve, and maybe because I pick Wardlow, Orange Cassidy will win. Who knows? We'll have to see. But it's a we'll have to see type of a night, people, because I don't know what the heck is going to go on. It's very unpredictable in my opinion. But the next match on the card, it's a three-way tag team match for the AEW World Championships. It's the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, versus Swerve in Our Glory, Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland, versus Team Taz, Ricky Starks, and Powerhouse Hobbs, like I said, for the AEW World Tag Team Champions. And I cannot wait to see these six men go at it in this match. It's going to be a banger of a show. This very well could start the show off. I don't know if they'll want to do two great matches back to back. Maybe they'll start with this one and then they'll end with the main event, which it should be the main event. We'll talk about that in a minute, but let's talk about the triple threat match first, triple threat tag team match. I think, like I said, these six men are going to tear each other apart. They're going to tear the house down, and it's going to be one hell of a match. And after the dust settles, I'm going to go bold on this one just because I like having a bold pick. I'm going to take Swerve in Our Glory to win. Swerve in the Glory, new AEW World Tag Team Champions. It might not happen. I doubt it will happen. But at least if it does, then we could go back here and be like, hey, your boy Tino called it on Wednesday morning, Remember, this comes out on Wednesday, 11 a.m. While you're watching it, make sure you're eating some lunch. Have a good all time. Give your boy Tino a like and a subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. But, I just cannot wait to see what happens in this match. I'm really looking forward to this match. I think all six competitors are going to put on a show. They're all going to show what they can do. But in the end, I want Swerve in Our Glory to win, but the Young Bucks will probably win. But I'm still going to stick with Swerve in Our Glory for this one. But now, as Mark Henry likes to say, it's time for the main event of week 1 of AEW Fyter Fest. It is Jon Moxley versus Konosuke Takeshita. Oh my God. Takeshita? I probably didn't even say that right. Probably not, but that's okay. Konosuke. Oh my God. But we will make sure we get that right eventually. But Jon Moxley is going up against my man. We'll just say Kono. Or we'll say Kono. We'll do that. Jon Moxley versus Kono. And the winner, if Kono can win, he will get an opportunity at Jon Moxley's AEW World Championship. And, I think that these two men are going to put on an absolute banger of a match. I think it's going to be real good. And, we should have to see what happens in it. But I've been really impressed by all of the New Japan guys and everything like that. So I cannot wait to see what happens. And it's an AEW, want to just make sure I got it right, AEW Interim World Championship Eliminator match. So I think that means that if Jon Moxley wins, that other guy's eliminated. I don't know. So like I said, we'll have to see. It's a we'll have to see type of night. But I'm going to take Jon Moxley to win in the main event of this match. I think that these two guys are going to put on a show, even though I can't even say the guy's name right. Sorry about that. Somebody please let me know how to say it eventually. We'll just tell your boy on Twitter. Let me know. But after the dust settles of night one, then we go to Friday night. And let's talk about Friday night on Rampage, because we will be live. We'll be here for Friday Night SmackDown, and then we will be here for week one, night two of Fyter Fest. And we have the Ring of Honor World Championship match, Jonathan Gresham versus Lee Moriarty. Sorry, didn't even say that right. But we have a Ring of Honor World Championship match, and these two are one of my favorite. These two guys are two of my favorites to watch just do pure wrestling. They're just great in the ring, great everything, all around wrestlers. And, you know, I'm just really impressed with everything, like I said, with the Ring of Honor guys, New Japan guys, and everything like that. And I'm happy that Tony did get involved with the Ring of Honor, because now we get to see these guys more. So, you know, in this match, I'm going to take Jonathan Gresham to win the match and be your Ring of Honor Championship after night two settles. The next match on the card, or I'm sorry, it's not a match. We get to see the Gunn Club. They explain their actions. Why did you turn on Matt Caster and Anthony? Why? Why did you turn on them? Well, what happened? Why'd you turn on the Acclaim? I thought you guys were boys. I thought you guys were the ass boys. What happened? We're going to find out. Billy, Colton, and Austin, why did you turn on the Acclaim? We find out Friday night. Then we have the private party versus the Lucha Bros. We got that mixed up. The Lucha Brothers versus Private Party in a tag team match on night two, week one of AEW Fyter Fest, AEW Rampage on Friday night. I really do like Private Party. They kind of remind me of the Street Profits. Me and my friend joke around and say they're kind of like a knockoff version of the Street Profits, but they're still really good in the ring. And the Lucha Brothers are also really good in the ring. And I enjoy both tag teams. And at least with AEW, they know they actually have tag teams and they don't just put tag teams together, you know. Nothing against their WWE tag team division. You know, there's some guys that are good and everything, but they definitely do that sometimes, and they just put random tag teams together. So that's one of the things I do really enjoy about AEW. But in the end of this match, I'm going to take Private Party to win and move on and feel good after night two, week one of AEW Fyter Fest. I don't know what they want to call it. I don't know if it's week one, night two, night three, night four. I don't know what it is. So we're just going to say week one, night two. So after Rampage, we got to wait until a week from today. We go for AEW Fyter Fest, night two, week two, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But there's only been one match announced. It is Shark Week. So AEW decided that they're going to use that theme. And the one match that has been announced for AEW Fyter Fest, night two, week two, is a barbed wire death match, not exploding barbed wire death match, just a barbed wire death match. So we're not going to see any type of exploding stuff. It is Eddie Kingston versus Y2J, Chris Jericho in, it looks like a cage. It looks like maybe they're going to be in water. Maybe they'll actually do the theme of Shark Week, and maybe they'll have sharks roaming around. That would be kind of cool. I don't know, probably not. But this match is going to be absolutely amazing. You know, we saw Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley compete in that exploding barbed wire death match, and that was not a very exploding barbed wire. We don't know what the hell that was. So we'll have to see what happens in this, but I cannot wait to watch this next week. It's going to be one hell of a match. They're going to tear each other apart. They have no limits, no boundaries, and it's just going to be one hell of a night. Next Wednesday, Fyter Fest, night 2, week 2. I said night 2, week 2. And after this barbed wire death match, I'm going to take Eddie Kingston to win. As much as I think that, we love Chris Jericho and Chris Jericho's got to win everything and blah, blah, blah. Let's give Eddie Kingston his love, and let's give that man a win and just a baller. He puts in work, he does his thing and everything. So let's give Eddie Kingston the moment, and let's have him come out on top in this barbed wire death match. I just keep getting everything mixed up today, people. It's okay. It's Wednesday morning. Or Wednesday at like 11. So we're still getting here. So everybody, I'm going to take Eddie Kingston to win this barbed wire death match on Wednesday next week. I'm sure there's going to be more matches announced. So as they get announced, keep an eye out for all of my social medias, like I said earlier, and I will tell you guys all of them. And I'll put out like a minute video and let you know who I think is going to win these matches as they get announced. But as of this recording, these are all the matches that have been announced for AEW Fyter Fest. Week 1, week 2, night 1, night 2, night 3, AEW Rampage Fyter Fest. We got a lot of things going on. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 matches as of now for the 2 weeks that have been announced. And like I said, I'm sure there will be more. But thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out and listening to your boy Tino ramble on about these 10 matches and what I think is going to happen. I appreciate everybody's support. I seriously really can't do it without you guys. I say this every episode and I say it all the time, but I really can't. And just know that I do appreciate everything. Twitter family, Instagram family, everybody that does, everybody that supports me, everybody that is out there that just shares everything. Just know that I do appreciate you guys. So I hope everybody enjoyed this episode. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, turn that notification button on if you haven't already. And I don't know why you haven't. We got to love your boy Tino. Your boy Tino's here on top. We coming at least, So please make sure to do all the buttons. Make sure to hit all the buttons. Make sure to press all the buttons. And, after you listen to this and after you have lunch, after you have dinner, come back tonight and hang out and let's watch all these matches go down. We'll be live tonight for Fyter Fest night 1, week 1. We'll be live Friday, like I said, for SmackDown and AEW Rampage Fyter Fest night 2. Then we'll be back for night 2, week 2 next week. We're live anyway now every week for Dynamite, but we'll be back here and we'll have a good old time. So, thank you again, everybody. I won't ramble on and say all this random stuff that I always do. I'll just say thank you again, everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode. And until I see all of you guys tonight for Fyter Fest night 1, at least I better see all of you guys there. You better come and hang out with your boy Tino. Tino's time on YouTube. Come and hang out, everybody. I will see all of you then. And this is your boy Tino signing out.